I'll sprinkle the paper with water a bit so there are no brush marks left. We take a wide brush. This is our flat brush goat to immediately outline large areas. We start with warm shades because here we'll have a spot of morning light through the forest strip, some kind of certain sneakiness. From warm, we go to cool color. We don't wet much. I don't wet the paper from both sides. I write everything dry, from one side. We take cadmium yellow medium, a little cadmium orange. Don't get carried away with yellow. It can be very active at times. We start introducing the mix. Around the light, we even leave some white space a little. We leave the snow white for now. We move to the right of the light, loading more dense, warm shades. Even through red ochre, we give shades. We take ultramarine. We add a little cadmium red to the ultramarine, just a bit, literally on the tip of the brush. We drive all these puddles down the paper by tilting, so they don't bother us. We take cadmium orange. We take ultramarine even denser. Don't be afraid of dense pigment. Cadmium orange and ultramarine give us a lilac silver shade. The more cadmium orange, the warmer the shade will be. Somewhere we even leave some beautiful gaps. Gaps can be in the forest mass and can work well. While you have moisture on the paper, you can add any pigment. While there's moisture here, you can slightly spread our pigment on the paper. Boldly lay the pigment, then remove something extra. Why do puddles appear? The amount of moisture on your brush adds it to the wet paper. The water in the brush tells you whether you took a lot of moisture or not. Sometimes you need to paint quickly, sometimes you can take your time. I have a lot of brushes, almost 12 different brushes, and I'll be working with different brushes in the process. I take ultramarine and cadmium orange. I'll give some small accents. I'll blend a little ultramarine into the forest strip mass. Don't forget why you need to take paint densely. Watercolor sinks after all, we have cotton paper. The color of watercolor lightens by about 40% probably. While there's moisture, you can still enhance something somewhere. Don't be afraid of tonal density. Somewhere take and with a wet brush, but clean, choose the light stream. Beautiful drips give a certain texture. With a clean brush, choose the light stream in places. In places, I choose the light to create an airy environment. You can take a flat synthetic brush, clean, and immediately outline some things' details in the forest mass. We give details with a flat brush. What happens in the forest? Some branches, twigs, trunks. We work very delicately. We create some informational moment with the details of the forest. Since we still have the lower edge of the forest mass wet, we boldly take the brush. We take ultramarine. We add a little cadmium red to the ultramarine. We'll unite the forest background with the snow. We unite the background and middle ground so that the forest merges with the snowy moment. Our shadows work well in places. There should be an organic unity of the two. Sponge to avoid strong contrast. Let's start painting the river. Take a medium-sized goat hairbrush. Pick up warm shades, because there's a warm morning light flow. Take orange paint on the palette. Add just a little yellow, very delicately. Let the shade be in the ochre area. The river will appear in the background. We gave a moment of warm light. The river ran off somewhere into the distance. An active spot appeared. We play, creating an impression with warm spots. Start moving forward. The river becomes denser. Add green and orange cadmium to the river's color. Boldly move to the right along the riverbed. Take more green and orange cadmium. Then paint the river's structure. While it's wet, blur the river's edge. Blur the river's edge so it flows delicately into the bank. Move down the riverbed, making the tone. I'll make another stroke for emphasis. The edge of the stroke needs to be blurred right away. Blurring the edge gives volume. How beautifully the paint flows in the river. Creates a convincing situation of a thawed bank, naturalness. The thawed bank turned out just as it happens in nature. What distinguishes watercolor from oil painting is its convincingness. Watercolor works very well for expressing realism. The structure of pigments is completely different in watercolor and oil. Different character of one flowing into another, in watercolor and oil. Wanted to lighten a fragment of the river a bit. Wanted to remove the light flow in the river. The light flow is always done vertically. Vertical light in the river will work for the state of tranquil water. Don't make too much graphics because it will all be too busy. So everything is done subtly. We make accents here and there. Here's the piece we've created together. We've cleaned up the working edges. The work has already started to live on its own. The tasks we tackled here, we've actually shown them. We used a reference as our image, but we reworked it, added, and changed some things. We changed what our painting, our imagination, and feelings suggested to us. We added to the painting from what we've seen before, maybe in nature. It all came together here. We decided and created a slightly different situation in the painting, even though the plot is the same. We depicted everything we saw in our photo. We don't copy photos, we don't copy references. We create our own feeling, our own image. We build our own image, working technically. We work with different techniques, wet and dry. We use different brush formats with different hair compositions. We work lively because we're doing painting. There's a certain ambiguity in the work, which allows the viewer, and us too, and our colleagues, to get into the plot. We want to get into it, dive into this plot. We want to live in this plot, experience it, and hopefully enjoy it. Good luck to you.